Hello and welcome to another BWhack review. Today we are going to be taking a look at Martin Truex Jr.'s Bass Pro Shops Legacy Toyota for 2024. As always, take a look at the box. Once again, you just have the generic Lionel Racing box. This would have been nice to get its own box as a kind of final ride thing, but I guess it wasn't really his final ride, so I don't know. But Lionel Racing, NASCAR Cup Series. Render of the car right there, Joe Gibbs Racing, standard finish. Main total of 852 of these things. NASCAR Cup Series, standard finish. Same stuff on the back of the box. Register your car at Lionel Garage, and you, of course, have your copyright and such on the bottom of the box. Here we have the car. This ran at Phoenix, the final race of the season. Was basically his final ride paint scheme, which was a throwback to his very first Cup debut paint scheme for DEI. There is a diecast of one of his old red Bass Pro Shop paint scheme, but it's not exactly this one. It's got some camera on the bottom and everything. Like, they never actually made this Cup debut paint scheme, which was a, candy apple red car with the, got the DEI stripes down the side, as you can see. I do want to get that 2005, primary red Cup Series diecast because it does look really nice. Like I just said, this car was supposed to have a candy apple red metallic finish. And when they showed the render for this car, it had a candy apple red metallic finish. But then when we actually saw the photo of the real car getting ready to leave for the track, it looked like you see in front of you. Just a, plain red color that's not metallic in the slightest. So Lionel made this accurate. This is exactly how it looked on track, but everyone's curious what in the world happened there. I believe his crew chief said something along the lines of oh, the wrap didn't turn out right, so we just didn't do it or didn't fix it. Because there's some people that are just oh, it's a wrap now. It's not going to look right. You can't do the metallic colors right. Yes, you can. Is everyone forgetting those Hendrick Motorsports 40th anniversary paint schemes that, were, a metallic red? You can do it. That was the exact color you need. You couldn't just ask Hendrick for a little bit help on your wrap there? I don't think Hendrick would care. I don't think a wrap is any performance advantage or anything. Well, Joe Gibbs Racing did do that once when they tried to put little pieces of tape under their wrap or whatever. That race that their 1-2 finish got taken away. Like I said, that's a little disappointing, but car still looks nice. Like I said, Lionel did nail how this car looks, and it was cool to get a nice throwback for his final ride. Definitely much better than, Harvick's just got his primary with the Harvick beer logos. It was definitely cool the Bass Pro Shops finally did run a couple throwbacks at the end of the year. Anyways, let's get down to sponsors. On the hood, you have Johnny Morris, Bass Pro Shops Club. Got Toyota Camry, number 19, and Joe Gibbs Racing. Down the side, you got Bass Pro Shops. You got Tracker ATVs and boats. It is funny to see the True Timber camo logo still on this car because, they're normally a sponsor for him, but there is no camo anywhere on this car, so it looks funny. Got Mobile One down there. Got Reese's Fine Foods back there. Got Auto Owners Insurance on the C post with Interstate Batteries. On the B post, you have Toyota, ROQ, Noble Aerospace, and J.D. Gibbs. Martin Truex Jr.'s name on the name rail with no winner stickers because he, for some reason, just could not win to save his life last year. Barely came close to winning last year. And now this year, Chase Briscoe, as of recording this video, already has, 3 or 4 wins? So, interesting. There you can see, like I said, this is got the DEI stripes down the side. They're cut off right where the E would start to, I guess, avoid, the Wicked Witch. But still funny to see DEI stripes on a modern car anywhere. On the back, you got Toyota Camry XSE. Got Thank You Martin, number 19, Bass Pro Shops, and Mobile One. On the deck lid, you got Cabela's, Doosan Solutions, Lincoln Welders, Mac Tools, Sherman-Williams, and Siemens. Still disappointed we don't get Cabela cars anymore. Especially because, they sponsor Briscoe for literally every single race this entire season, and then they sponsor Austin Dillon for, probably over half the season. And then they sponsor Carson Quapple and Xfinity for the entire season. Or I guess they had a few races where it was random Junior Motorsports sponsors, but majority of the season, they sponsor Junior Motorsports as late models a lot. Bass Pro Shops is everywhere, so, you can't just throw one of those cars at Cabela's car. Like they used to do with, Ryan Newman ran the Cabela's car the one year that it was, his primary. Can we go back to that, please? Cabela cars look nice, too. I love the Bass Pro Shop cars, but it would be nice to get, a Cabela car here and there, too. Especially for Briscoe, since, he just ran, he ran his regular paint scheme for, 90% of the year with, one, he had, a fishing car, and then he had, a patriotic car a couple times, and that was it. but whatever. Anyways, got BassProShop.com on the roof. This is number 318. Got the same stuff down the other side, the side that does have Black Rifle Coffee Company instead of True Timber Camo. Let's take a look under the hood. Or not. These hoods just do not open anymore. Whatever. Anyways, here is the roof flaps, and there's the underside of the car if you want to see that. Not a whole lot to talk about the car like this. Just a nice throwback for his final ride. Like I said, it would have been way better if this was a nice metallic red. If you want to get that kind of idea of what it should look like, all you have to do is find the Liquid Color Elite for like $150. And that is basically what the car should look like instead of what it actually looks like. But like I said, Lionel got it right. This is 100% accurate to how it looked on track. He actually did get the pole for this race too, which was nice to get a pole in his final race. James Small seems to really know how to do qualifying setups because Chase Briscoe is turning into the new Ryan Newman Rocket Man this season. But said if you want this card as a brand new release, you can get it right now. This card doesn't seem to be flying off the shelves yet, but I think eventually this and the Homestead Championship paint scheme throwback will eventually get a little bit rare. Truex did just kind of completely disappear from NASCAR. Like, he came back for that 156 race at the Daytona 500. We took a look at that diecast recently. And he initially was, like, talking like he was going to maybe do a few Xfinity races, run a few Cup races, like, still be around. And then he just ran the Daytona 500 and has just been gone. I think the only time we saw him the rest of the year was, like, he was on the pit box of Ryan Truex, and I think it was Dover for, like, the Xfinity race. Like, and not that I can really blame him for wanting to be done, but, like, it is just kind of weird how he's just, like, completely done now. That 56 car very well might be his final start. Who knows? Anyways, remember, for all of your diecast needs, you can go to circlebdiecast.com, and if you use the code BWhack, you can get $5 off shipping on any order over $30. So go check it out if you want anything. But I think that's pretty much all there is to say. This has been a review of Martin Truex Jr.'s Bass Pro Shops Legacy Throwback from 2024. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.